welcome back to episode 27 of Retrospective Progression. I'm Aredawg, the creator hero, and today's episode, I've been working on the wall. I haven't really done much here in Hall A. Kind of do want to get at least a middle portion figured out here, but yeah, I haven't been touching that yet. Working on the quarry a little bit, trying to get more stuff, but the wall's been the main focus for this. I could show you what I've got so far. It's not all the way complete, but it's mostly done. I'm just missing a lot on that side over there. So let's dash over there real quick. Progress all the way from this corner. I did do a little bit of straightening out of some of these locations. There's a cat behind me who's making some noise, so if you heard weird noises, that's what that is. I did have to raise this one up, I believe, because if I actually kept it where it was supposed to be, it was actually a little lower, and I didn't feel like I wanted to have such a sharp angle. So like this right here is a little sharper than the standard look, but I mean, I'm okay with it. It looks good. Let's see if I can make my way safely down here. And I hurt myself. That's all right. So yeah, I've kind of worked out all of this portion. So I've done at least this half a little bit plus. And I've gone mostly to where I had the gates for the water, but the big project I've been working on this side is actually a couple of things. So let's keep going in this direction. And about here, you can kind of see what I've been working on. I flattened this area out right here. I'm thinking what I'm probably gonna do over there, a little bit of lag there, is I'm thinking I'm gonna put a lighthouse. Since this is supposed to be like a docks area, we definitely should have like a little bit of a lighthouse here. So maybe like up on that flat ridge right there, that's where the lighthouse will go. This will kind of have a little dock right here, so that way, you know, if there's boats that kind of come by, they can guide by the lighthouse itself, and just kind of make sure they're not going to crash into that wall over there. If we continue on, I actually did a little bit more terraforming, not just this portion. To keep going with the lore here, I did kind of chop this portion down here. You can see that there's like this flat area here. This was all meant to be like out this direction, but if I had that, like the boats didn't feel like they would be able to move past here. I also did a little bit of work down in this direction, and it looks like I might need to do it for right here. In fact, let's get a little closer. Yeah, we're probably going to want to get rid of this here because it's a bit of a peninsula, and if we're having boats come by here, like just for the sake of argument and for lore, they would rather want to come around this way than just go right there. But you can see we also did a little bit of a cleanup here as well. There was a little bit of a peninsula as well, and there's just a little bit of something over there in the distance. But while I'm here, let's kind of path this out a little bit. So if we're if we're gonna do this, let's terraform this much. And put this here. Do this. Got that cleaned up, so we will kind of start working on terraforming this portion. And let's see. Probably want to pop this in a little bit more. And yeah, right there. That's good. And we'll just you know, I'll just clean this up. So, yeah, that's that. So, the last little bit we're going to terraform is going to be this. We're going to start by doing that. It's definitely a place where we want to cut into. So, we're just going to slowly make our way and kind of round this out a little bit. And, yeah, right there. Alright, so the main thing that I'm going to do actually is I'm going to do the interior portion here. I'm going to pick up all those torches, and then I'll do all the outside, so that way the water flows in perfectly. Time lapse. That's the interior portion here, so we can just start digging this in. As we dig in, the water will fill it up and actually make it into source blocks. So this will be just kind of a nice another area. Obviously, if I was to, you know, go further, I'd want to dig this portion down, but it's a lot when you don't have depth strider and respiration and all that. But for now, this actually looks pretty nice, and we got a pretty good haul of dirt out of that. Some flowers. So while it's still nighttime, let's actually go ahead and take a look at that big area there. You can see that I've finished both sides of the gate. And if you remember last time, which is literally last episode, this has basically been the biggest portion of my 2 weeks here. Yeah, I dug that all straight down. I also kind of made it nice and neat with the torches here, so it's not like crazy or anything, but I have an idea where this river is going to be, and this basically, once I dig this down, the Growlie Challenge Island is literally going to be an island, so that is fantastic. We've got one river coming out this, or not river, one location here. So this is going to be these two blocks will be taken out, and these will be taken out. Actually, technically, I could just take this out. It's perfectly fine. And then we're going to take out all of that over there, because we definitely need to make sure that boats can make their way through there. Over here, I did see a little cave here, which that's fine. Have to cover that a little bit. Here's the angle for this one, so it's nice and neat. So basically, this is what makes it into the Growlie Challenge Island over there. I am definitely going to need to take that peninsula out. Because, yeah, it's just... It's going to be in the way. So essentially, we're going to have ships that go around the Growlie Challenge area to go there, and then return this way. So this will be the intake, this will be the outtake. I think I've said that like 4 or 5 times now. This has been cleaned up as well, for the most part. There's still some stuff to clean up here, to make it nice and neat. Otherwise, we'll have just like a whirlpool of some kind. And then this last little bit here is just to cut this off as well. So yeah, this project is kind of coming along. Again, the wall isn't all the way complete. In fact, if you can see over there, yeah, that's still missing the wall. It's right there, but from a distance, you can see how far I've gotten. I've just got a little bit more to go, and I need more stone. But I have to dig all this down one more block at the very least. So I hope I'll have enough over there. But I think what I'm wanting to do is switch gears here after kind of showing you a little bit of the river pathway. And I gotta go work on that carousel a little bit. And the carousel itself, I kind of feel like I need to raise this up by 1. So what we're actually gonna do here, and this is kind of just gonna prototype maybe like a quarter of this. So I kind of want it to be like at this height. And then this will be the center point. So we'll just go here. Think this will be good. And then we'll come over here. And this is not going to be enough wood. And let's just do this. Let's get some more wood. Okay. So then what we'll do is we will get this up to there. Perfect. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh no, did I stick? I think I got myself stuck down here. No, I didn't. All right. And then we'll just do this. Come across this way. Come across this way. And we'll close this in. Get this all neat like so. Okay, and then what I'm thinking, this center point, we would need something like that, I'm thinking. And then we would come in like so to about there. See, how high do I want this? I want like, if we had for each of these rows, let's see here. Kind of want this portion to be hourglass shaped. Then do something like that. Don't know about that. I feel like if I was doing something, I'd probably do like a stair here and a stair here, and then do a stair here and a stair here, so that way I could do... Let's take this down. I do another thing here. The only difference is I won't be able to do a top stair because we don't have upside down stairs yet. So let me get some stairs. That should be enough. So I'm thinking there, 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 and there. And then this would go back like so, right? No, 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 no. We'd leave that there kind of as a guide, but we would put this here and here. Yeah, and then back to here. So it kind of looks like that. And then this would be where we would have an upside down slab. So then we would just come up to there. We're going to drop down here. Take them to these three out. And then this one would need to come out by one. So we'll do this. In fact, I could just do that because we don't have a directional wood yet. There's only one direction it can go. So it makes it a lot easier to place. But I prefer the directional wood. And then we want to go back and do this. And since that's... yeah. So this will be like the center point right here. And we'll do that kind of all the way around. I'm thinking... I'm wondering if it's better if I were to do... You know, it might be. Let's do this. Since we have this here, let's cut this down. And then cut or take out this stuff. And then we'll just do this. See if I have enough to do this. Yes, I know. Spooky, scary noise. So we'll just get that going like that. So if we take a step back and look at it here in this area, that might not be bad. I need to do... We'll do one more thing here. Just pillar up from right here. So I can just hop over here like so. And then we'll just... I kind of want this portion to come out a little bit further. So we'll go one more. And essentially this will come out to about here. And now I have to angle it. don't have my spreadsheet up. Give me a second once I get this side up. I might have gone too far. Give me a second. Okay. So I'm actually a little off on that one. That one needs to be back there so we can come do 2, 1, and then 2, I think. Let's see, double check. It's 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, and then 2. My bad. So then that should be right there. Okay, so we'll just kind of walk our way around here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2. Perfect. So let me go get that piece, cover this in, and we'll take a step back and take a look. Because I don't want to waste any of my stuff that I lost. That's down there. All right. Jump back up. And then back to here. Close this off as it gets nighttime. I'll put some torches on here once I'm done. So that way there's no mobs that'll spawn on this thing. Because, yeah, I don't want to deal with that. Actually. What is that? Yep, perfect. We'll keep that area open. Get some more wood planks going. This way I can just fill this in. Torch it up. And then torch the lower portion up as well. So that way we can at least give it a look. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 16 so we get a full stack. Then we'll... Oh, I was going to torch it up. Man, I said I was going to do it, and then I forgot. Okay, we'll just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And then lastly, we'll be right there. All right. So that's lit up. It's not in the right place, but I don't care. Because if I was to put it in the right place, I would actually want it on this one. We'll just kind of mirror this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's off one. That's actually 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there. And just because I'm going to put a light there. All right, so we'll kind of might need to put this in there. Just give me a second. There, now it looks more complete. All right, so just looking at how this looks so far, not bad. Not bad. I need to maybe bring this out a little bit more. Probably just one more block out. And then we'll steeple it up. But yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of wool for that. So I'm gonna see if I can finish this whole carousel off, at least the bottom portion, the wood part. And then once I've got that done, I might bring it back in to figure out this portion up here. Or I'll just show you what I've got so far. So one or the other, you'll see me back here shortly. And that is now completed. I've got the whole thing kind of situated here. What I'm actually wanting to do next is I kind of want to have a little bit of a staircase up because we need one way up here. So I think if we have this as a staircase up. We'll actually do that. And then I'm going to have fence posts that kind of come around all the way around this way. So this should be like where you like get on and off. So let me get some stairs going. Gonna use... Ooh. No, we're gonna do this. We need 6 stairs, so we'll make 8. And then we will just do this. All right, and this will be our way up onto the carousel. And then I just need to mark out where I'm gonna have the what you call them, the little the carousel horses and such. Well, blobs of color and such. And I think once I get that figured out, and then where I'm going to place them, then I just need to do the roof, which that's going to be a fun project to work on. And then I'm going to do a little ticket booth. Like I have that ticket booth over there for the Nether Coaster, which again is going to be defunct whenever we get powered rails. I'm going to have a little ticket booth here, and then I'm going to have a little like lane that people have to go into, so they go by the ticket booth, and then they kind of like zigzag their way to go up here. Not super aggressive, of course. Like that one's just whoop whoop back and forth, just one or twice, and yeah. So they'll basically like come this way, they'll swing in this way, go to the ticket booth, get their ticket, and then they'll swing back up this way, and then there we go. The next thing I do want to do, though, I might do that next episode, is one of these... Actually, I don't know if I want to put it there or if I want to put it in here, where there's a lever that you can pull that would just start this going. Basically, it would do this. And then you could also turn it off there. At some point, of course, I'm going to make this into a song, but can't do that right now. So we'll worry about that later. But yeah, I think this is coming along pretty nicely. And yeah, let's see what else I can work on. I think I've got something else I can work on over there. Probably a good idea to get working on our main wizard's tower of some kind. Haven't really touched this since, well, we kind of worked on that. But one thing I was thinking about while I was doing the stuff for the carousel, I'm thinking I want to actually make these floors on the hexagonal portion. I want to make them more of a wooden floor, because I think that would just be nicer than the cobblestone we have here, which means we're gonna have to tear this stuff out. Yeah, that feels bad, man. Because this was a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of work on this a little bit. I need more cobblestone for this. So what I think I'm also going to do, I need to gather a few more supplies. And I'm actually considering putting something, in fact, let me get this one here so I can actually just do this. I'm gonna just put this one stair here and that one stair there. I'm thinking maybe if I did a little insert, where would be a good place? Probably like right over here, where I can just dig in here and essentially have a little place to have like where I grab my cobblestone. I kind of want it at this level, which means I'm gonna have to have it down here. Gonna need that way and that way. We're actually gonna want to do this. The question is, do I? No, I think for right now, until we get hoppers, I think this is what we'll do. So we'll have a water go here. I can't do anything crouchy because while I can crouch, that's not going to work that way. Let me see here. Let's just take a look here. Do I have anything? I have nothing here. Nothing. So we'll just do one of these. We'll just make a sign. And we will actually put this sign right here and say, let's actually do a carrot and say, generator. There we go. There. And basically what this will do, we'll have water flow this way, and then I'll get some lava so we can put it over there, and that will be our cobblestone generator, so we can just kind of sit here and mine. So I'm going to go get myself some lava. Back in the original mines, new down in this area here, we do have a pool of lava. So we're just going to grab one little bucket of lava. That should be enough. All right, let's head back. All right, got my lava. I'm going to pull back my water for a moment so I can just do that. And then that. That is not where I wanted that. I wanted that over there. So let's... That's in the wrong place. So if I just do that, and let's see here. How do I want to do this? Close that off. Okay, good. And we will do... Oh, wait, no. Hold up. We'll keep that open. We'll do this. Now we'll put this here. And let's call it cobblestone generator. And then we're going to want to dig that out and cover that. Cover that so I can just do that. One second, I'll be back. supposed to. Or what? What? Oh, there we go. So yeah, there we go. One more thing I want to do for that, if I can, actually, now that I think about it. Let's get that obsidian back. And I'm gonna need to be quick on this, so I'm gonna need to put this here for right now, because I'm gonna need to break that and do that. There we go. So now I can just do this, and I should be able to get some of this. Again, this would be easier with a hopper, but since I don't have hoppers yet, not so easy. But yeah, there we go. We've got ourselves our cobblestone generator here. Let me light it up. Boom, there we go. Cobblestone generator. So now I can generate all the cobblestone I need to. And gonna work on getting some of these walls up, because yeah, we're gonna need that. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of work here. I'm probably gonna get maybe these 3 rooms, maybe 4 rooms done with wood, and yeah, we'll go from there. And I have done a little bit more work here. Like I said, I need to put some torches down here. Do my standard 5x5s. Actually 6x6. But yeah, I've got this area all nice and neat looking. This is kind of the idea for these angled ones. I don't know about the ceiling. I'm not sure if I want to have like a 2 tall gap or a 1 tall gap between these two. So I don't know if I want this to be 4 or 5 above. So anyway, this is the next room. Kind of got that transition figured out here. This one, not so much, but again, it's more of a straightforward one, so I don't expect it to be too bad. And I got this floor done, and then we've got this floor done. So yeah, I'm working on the floors. Probably will start working on this one, and then I can tear this out and kind of start working on that. We'll go up to 1 more there, so that way I can finally get into that one over there. So yeah, we've got quite a bit done here for this portion, and I think this has been a bit of a long episode. A lot of building, a lot of exploration. Well, not really exploration, like more me kind of showing you what I've been doing. So yeah, I want to say thanks for coming along with episode 27 of Retrospective Progression. If you liked the video, give it a like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz, and I'll see you next time. Later.